New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Live from a secure concrete bunker somewhere in Ohio, New Thought Media Network presents Pastor Michael Mangus with Friday's Fireside Chat, spiritual conversation for today. Here he is from the secret radio room, surrounded by thousands of watts, Pastor Michael Mangus.
And as the thousands cheer in the background, good evening, one and all from across the United States and also around the world. It is time once again for another fun-filled, thrill-packed, and yes, it is a guaranteed great show here on the New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Michael Mangus, and this is the Friday evening Fireside Chat from the extremely secure concrete bunker in the secret radio room, surrounded by thousands, and I mean thousands of watts, that only one person, and that is my guest tonight, only he knows where the top secret bunker is located. Everyone else, including Robert Brzezinski, he has no clue where the top secret bunker is located, and we are going to keep it that way. So I had to, Diego, I had to give him my address a couple of weeks ago to get reimbursed for travel. And he thinks he knows where the top secret bunker is located. He has no clue. We're going to keep it that way too. Well, hi there. Good evening. I have a wonderful producer with me this evening. Old Home Night. We do have a wonderful show for you. Again, please feel free to interact with us by posting your comment on Facebook or on YouTube. And again, all my shy people out there, I know you're out there. Please feel to contact me by email. That's pastormichaelmangus@gmail.com. pastormichaelmangus@gmail.com. The purpose of our fireside chat is to talk about contemporary issues from a New Thought perspective. And as I keep sharing with you week after week, I want us to have a new thought about what is going on around us and that we can do something about it. We can be the light in the seemingly dark nights that we are experiencing. So we don't mince words here. We try to, again, to give spiritual solutions, especially in the first 20 minutes. We have a very special guest this evening, all the way from Camp Cedar Ridge, my producer, the world famous and ever popular chef, Diego Reyes. He will be on. I wonder if he's going to share his top secret breakfast casserole. Oh, no, yeah, it's top secret. I knew family recipe, he has to get everyone out of the kitchen when he makes it. Diego's going to be with me for this evening. Diego was my producer for a long time, and he's been working on it at Camp Cedar Ridge, so we're going to get a report about what is going on out there. And also, really wonderful to have him twirling the dials this evening instead of me. All right, there he is in the background with all the dials and everything else there. All right.
I'm in the green room.
You're in. Yes, he is in the green room. All right. So this Sunday, the clocks will fall back an hour due to daylight savings time. Now, your smartphones will automatically change. Most of your computers will, but some of your home appliances, alarm clocks, and other electronic gadgets, you're going to have to manually put them back to the right time. Now, or you can do like I do. I have a clock in my house that I never touch. Okay. So for the next 6 months, it's going to be off an hour. Hey, that's just how we roll here at the Top Secret Bunker. Well, getting into the news this evening, a lot of things to report. Our first story is from Israel this evening. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in Israel today to press the Israeli government on its ongoing offensive in Gaza, amid growing international condemnation and calls to minimize the civilian death toll. He will discuss, as he has done in past trips, the hostages held by Hamas and the prevention of a wider regional conflict. There was an aid bill that was passed in the House to provide $14.3 billion in aid to Israel. However, it doesn't look like it's going to get through the Senate. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has called on the House GOP bill a deeply flawed proposal because it takes money away from the Internal Revenue Service. Isn't that interesting? So the prayers for peace continue here. My favorite meme seen on Facebook this week is of a Jewish boy and a Palestinian young man hugging each other. I hold the high watch that there is a peaceful solution to this, a peaceful, permanent solution. In other news, from the crypto market, former billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried was found guilty of 7 counts of fraud on Thursday for his role in the collapse of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX. He faces a slew of charges. Slew means a lot. A slew of charges for stealing billions, not millions, billions of dollars from accounts belonging to customers of FTX. The verdict caps a year-long saga that saw the 31-year-old go from a billionaire living in a luxury apartment in the Bahamas to a defendant in one of the biggest white-collar crime cases since Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme that fell apart in 2009. I mention this because that we're living in interesting times. People are fearful of the economic conditions. We've had inflation. Again, if you take a look at your food bill at the local grocery store, it has gone up considerably in the last couple of years. I say the story about the crypto markets in that just be careful about where you put your money for investments. Are there opportunities for investments out there? Of course there are. But beware that there are schemes out there that look great, they sound great, and even have a celebrity endorsement. So, however, individuals, they go ahead and instead of putting a part of their portfolio or part of their nest egg into it, what they do is they put the whole egg. And what happens is people lose their life savings on these good, quote unquote, investments. So again, when in doubt, trust yourself here. And also please investigate more. Yes, millions were made in the crypto market. However, that many of the financial people say that you'd be better off going to Vegas and gambling your money there. The FDA on Thursday proposed a nationwide ban on brominated vegetable oil, or BVO, as an additive to food, the potentially harmful ingredient is found in at least 90 products, mostly sodas, mostly diet sodas, is used as an emulsifier in citrus-flavored beverages to keep the flavoring from separating and floating up to the top. Now get this, BVO is also commonly used in flame retardants and also has been linked to health hazards, including nervous system damage and also headaches. The FDA decision comes after California banned the ingredient in October by passing the California Food Safety Act, the first state law in the U.S. to ban the controversial chemical, and the additive is already banned in Europe and Japan. I feel much better being off all the pop, all of it. My beverage of choice is water and coffee. More coffee than water, but still, it doesn't have all those chemicals in it. Well, we turn now to holiday shopping. Retailers here in the U.S. are projecting a slower holiday shopping season as inflation, higher borrowing costs, and the resumption of student loan repayments will cause many consumers to pull back. Holiday sales will increase by up to 4% this year, not adjusted for inflation, the National Retail Federation said on Thursday in its annual projection. Holiday sales grew 5.4% last year. Retailers are poised to offer up to 35% off listed prices this holiday season, with deep discounts applying to toys, electronics, and apparel, the annual forecast says. All right. Many individuals and families are going towards a celebration of the holidays that focuses on the meaning of the holidays and not so much on the going out and buying things, the consumerism. Why not give as gift coupons your time? Like maybe cleaning out a closet, or taking someone to lunch or to a movie, or having a movie night at home. So it's been my experience that, again, that children especially, they remember those special times. They don't remember the stuff that you get them on Christmas. Maybe one or two toys, but again, that stuff breaks down. So again, plan a holiday around the meaning of the holiday. And another idea is to make your own gifts and give them. That's something I've done in the past. Also in the news, Biden heads to Maine to mourn Lewiston shooting victims. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden traveled to Lewiston, Maine today to pay their respects after 18 people were killed there in a mass shooting last week. The visit comes after authorities concluded a 2-day manhunt for the suspect, who was discovered with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Biden says that his administration would continue to provide everything that is needed to support the people of Maine. Well, how about some gun legislation here so that we can go ahead and we can quit this, having to deal with this on a weekly and sometimes daily basis. Finally, in the news here from Ohio. So how do Ohio voters feel about abortion rights and legal marijuana? And from the Columbus Dispatch, they say it's complicated. So Ohio voters will decide on November 7th whether to codify abortion rights in the state constitution and to legalize recreational marijuana. You see, of both of those issues will get people to come out to the polls. Abortion and legalizing marijuana. The eyes of the nation are on Ohio as voters decide the future of abortion and marijuana in the state on Tuesday. Issue 1 would enshrine access to abortion, contraception, and other reproductive choices in the state constitution. Even if approved by voters, that state lawmakers and courts could later limit abortion after viability, which is around 24 weeks gestation. After that point, doctors could perform abortions to save pregnant patients' life or health. Again, on issue 2, on the legalizing of marijuana, the proponents say that what it will do is it will decriminalize it and allow for cheaper weed to be available in Ohio. Now, it's available if you go down marijuana. Yeah, Diego's going, yay! It's available here in Ohio if you have a marijuana medical card. And I'm telling you, the dispensaries in our area are packed from opening bell to closing every single day. So my encouragement here is just to go out there and to vote. Just go vote. And personally, I do support issue 1. My neighbor went ahead and put up a sign that said no on issue 1. Oh, I said, okay, that's his right. So I went ahead and I found out where I could get yes signs for issue 1. And I put not 1, but 2 in my front yard. It's a woman's right to choose. It's not mine or the government. It's between the woman and her doctor, not us. As I have said in past broadcasts, individuals who have the money will go to other states or countries for abortions. That's not who is going to be affected by legislation here in Ohio. It's going to be the working class folks. So the act of limiting or outlawing medical abortions put most women in jeopardy. Legalized abortion is women's health care, period. Please just go vote. Your vote counts. Many elections here in the past several years have been decided by one vote. So don't believe the lie about that your vote doesn't count, because it does a lot. I think we set a record tonight, Diego, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. See, when you're not here, I just go into like 25, 30 minutes with the news. That's right. He says I like to talk. Dude, it's that ministerial, DNA in me. Well, good evening to everyone. It's good to see you this evening. This is the Friday evening fireside chat here on your New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Michael, and we're going to go to some announcements, and then we will be back with special guest all the way from Oregon, our producer extraordinaire who got offered a lot of money to go up to, he's laughing because a lot of money to go up to Camp Cedar Ridge, which is a CSL sponsored camp. Diego Reyes will be with us here in just a few moments. And announcements, yours truly is still parking himself at Summit CSL. For more information, please go to summitcsl.org. There you will find information about our wonderful Sunday gatherings online at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific time. Grab your cup of coffee, your tea, whatever wakes you up in the morning, and come and join us. It is, I believe, one of the best services in New Thought. And this coming Sunday, our speaker will be New Thought Media Network personality and really nice guy, the Reverend Michael Mangus. Hey, listen, if I don't push my own applause button, someone has to. All right, so go to summitcsl.org for more information how to join our Zoom call. Again, our services are also simulcast on the Summit Spiritual Center of Akron Facebook page, and all of our broadcasts are also on YouTube. Okay. The holiday season is coming upon us, and I would like you to consider a very generous year-end gift to New Thought Media Network. This year has been a wonderful year of expansion and growth, and that we would really appreciate your support in helping us start the new year in the black. You can do that by going to ntmedia.org/donate, giving a very generous one-time gift. Or what you can do is you can also go to that same page, the donate page, and give a monthly gift. Sustaining donors, those are the numbers that we use to determine budgets, to determine travel expenses, what we spend on equipment, and so on. So you really make a difference here with your contribution. As little as $5 a month from everybody who watches the network would really make a big difference in our budget. So please, we're reaching the world. Help us reach the world. Partner with us. And that's, again, go to ntmedia.org/donate. And thank you so very much. Okay. It's time to sell some soap here, Diego. So we'll be right back after these commercial words. This is the Friday Evening Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network.
Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors, including the Hepperlin Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Spiritual Center Kitchener, Home Center for Spiritual Living La Mesa, Satya Center, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. Thank you for making New Thought Media Network a place to be. Please come be you. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
The views and opinions expressed by Pastor Michael Mangus are generally right. However, they are his own and do not reflect the views and opinions of New Thought Media Network, Centers for Spiritual Living, or any other person living or dead. As they say in the 12-Step Recovery Program, take what you like and leave the rest. Here again is Pastor Michael.
I spent all afternoon setting up wires, putting the satellite dish in a certain direction, contacting the camp, making sure all our connections were right. And I think we even are using the string can method.
Tried it all.
Using string. All the way from Oregon, from Camp Cedar Ridge. It's our man at the camp, Diego Reyes, my former producer, and he's helping out this evening. Good evening, sir, and welcome back to the Fireside Chat.
Good evening, Pastor Michael. So good to see you again.
I see
Just
you are
staying busy here in the forest. Sorry if my Wi-Fi is cutting out. It's very spotty here right at the moment.
Well,
we got some clouds going over. It's a rainy night.
Rainy night in Oregon. Well, you were telling me earlier that you guys don't get snow, you get rain instead.
Right, yeah. In the wintertime, it rains a lot. We'll get freezes. Well, you'll get a lot of ice, and you very rarely do. It's a rare thing, from what I'm told. It's nothing like Colorado, where I've just moved from.
So Diego moved there in July, am I correct?
Beginning of June.
Beginning of June. And he is, I don't know, what's your job title there at the camp?
I thought you called me, didn't you give me the title guru?
I gave you the title of, well, again, usually like they have job descriptions.
And wait, how do you spell that?
What, guru?
Yeah.
G-U-R-U. G-U-R-U. G-U-R-U.
Correct. G.
So that's right.
You are you.
You are you. That's right. So what are you doing up?
You are you.
So what are your job duties there at the world famous camp?
Oh, Wayne's with us. Good to see Wayne again.
Yeah, hey,
well,
Wayne.
The main thing that my first thing that they put me in, it was in the kitchen. Doing a lot of stuff in the kitchen. Boy, I realized that's a lot of stress. That job. I've asked if I could be placed in some other departments, and they're starting to do recycling here. So I'm leading their and heading out their recycling program. Been starting to try to grow some foods here, do some gardening.
Wow.
And recently, just in the past couple months, I've begun being a worm farmer.
Okay.
Didn't know I could add that to the resume, but there you are. Now I am a worm farmer.
Are you guys able to get a lot of
new?
Go ahead.
No, you get a lot of what?
No, I was saying that. Do you guys get a lot of locally sourced produce from around there, from your farmers?
As much as we can here for right now. That's why we're looking to try to grow more of it. But they have deliveries for the main staples. And they keep the kitchen operating.
So what is your favorite dish to cook there?
I'm sorry, you cut up there on me.
Okay, so what is your favorite dish to cook?
No, I've always loved making lasagna.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big lasagna guy. I tried something for the first time about a month ago that I never made before, red lentil dal. And
wow.
I really had no frame of reference to go with. I'd never really eaten.
Okay.
If I did it right, but I got lots of combos. Oh, I'm losing my Wi-Fi. Oh, there you're back.
Okay. Yeah, no, you have to make so during the summer I did another Indian wedding, and we had dal there. Very, very good.
Yeah.
You have to cook it right though, especially for the Indian palates, because they can tell if it's done by an amateur. But yeah, we
I
had
only got compliments, so I must have fooled them. So I did something.
well, really good.
I fooled them all.
So how do you guys deal with all the dietary requests from the different campers and people up there?
Well, when people usually when they register to attend an event or a camp here, they send out a dietary restrictions what they require. In the kitchen, we keep a list of who's dairy free, who's gluten free, who's we keep a list. And we make special side dishes just for them. We have a little window. We put all our dietary restricted cuisines.
Yeah, and if you didn't put it down,
you got me a little chef hat that says Diego.
I saw.
I should have worn that today. Yeah.
Well, you could have. I was expecting more of a chef's outfit.
Chef's jacket. No, I had to wear my proudly wear my New Thought Media Network hoodie for the show today.
Deeply, we are one. I have never received one yet.
Oh, well,
and I work conferences.
One of these days you'll be a good boy.
You think so?
Maybe you're a good boy this year.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll put a word in. I'll put a word in with Santa.
Well, Santa, again with my. Oh, you are. Yeah, I can tell. So now you're.
Have you seen the new already starting out with the Christmas commercials? And I just saw one yesterday of John Travolta was like a disco Santa. I loved it.
So my wife finally cut the cable here. She finally got rid of the cable, and she has up one of those digital. These things are like that big. Let me just get into the frame. About that big.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that thing draws in stations from Cleveland and all over. I mean, it was just amazing. Again, the quality of the picture. I think she probably said that she wished she cut the cord sooner. So
right, I think a lot of people are doing that. We've been at my house. We've been on pretty much on streaming networks for the past, I'd say, 5 years. Yeah, we haven't had a cable bill for a while, but we got all these streaming services we have individual bills for now that just come right in. They get you. They always find a way to get you in the pocketbook.
So okay, so you are transitioning out of chefing and into something else. What is? I know that you're lovely.
I'm doing a little bit of both. We're like tomorrow morning. I wake up, start breakfast at 6 a.m. So.
Mm-hmm.
I still spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Maybe next year they will have somebody to take my place in the kitchen, but that's probably the most active place I've found in a camp. And that's really the hub of the camp is where people come and eat.
So what kind of groups did you guys have this year?
Oh, well, we had the CSL teen camp is always fun out here. I think that's the main reason why CSL invested in this property was for the teens, and they're always a good time. I got to meet Dr. Bob for the first time. This summer he came out with the CSL teens.
Oh,
he's producing for CSL Midtown for years, but I've never actually met him in person. I've only seen him here on StreamYard.
Okay, so let's clarify who Dr. Bob is, because there is the Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob is he was the spiritual director at CSL Midtown in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, so that's Dr. Bob Dean, not Dr. Bob Wilson. Oh, not Dr.
Oh.
Not Dr. Bob, who's in the 12-step program. There is a Dr. Bob in the 12-step program, so we had to kind of. It's not, but it's Dr. Bob.
The CSL Dr. Bob.
Yeah, Yeah. All right.
Am I coming through? Because you're breaking up on me a lot.
Oh no, you're great. You're coming through great. So how? So Mercedes.
Wi-Fi.
I'm not going to go
Yeah,
there
sorry, I
this
didn't make
evening.
that out.
Okay.
I
Because
think you were asking a question about Mercedes.
yeah, how's she doing up there? She's with you, your lovely bride.
Oh, I think she's enjoying it. Winston seems to love it up here. I think he's losing quite a bit of weight. He's getting around all the time now. He loves it out here because he could just go. We have a small little cabin. Our living quarters has shrunk quite a bit, but we were kind of looking into tiny homes anyway. So this is a good warm up for us. But Winston loves that he can go out and run around a whole farm for whenever he wants. All we have to do is open the door. He heads out and
So is he pretty
he's
friendly around campers?
oh yeah. He's become quite the quite a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a mascot. The camp director has a little terrier named Coco, and
Okay.
we call her the mayor. She's the mayor. And
Okay.
I always joke around and I say, yeah, Coco's the mayor, but Winston Churchill's the prime minister.
So what other groups did you have besides did you have other like teens and other groups up
Yeah,
there?
we have actually several times a year. There's a large group of students that come through here for something that they call outdoor school. And they pretty much, it's like they are here in class out on our camp. They do a lot of nature studies and things like that. I thought it was just all local students, but I guess they actually have people that visit from the various parts of the country to come to this outdoor school. And that happens, I'd say, 2 or 3 times a year. We had one at the beginning before summer. This is our fall session. I think they might have a winter session, but that's always fun. This camp was previously, before CSL bought it, it was owned by a Portland Trailblazer by the name of
Yes.
Larry Steele. I'm not sure if any
Yes.
of the basketball fans out there will recognize the name Larry Steele. He used to own this camp, and he still brings, he still has his basketball camps that he holds here with us.
How cool
He just
is
wanted to sell it to CSL. I think he didn't want the actual having to run a camp year round.
Yeah, he went ahead and he again they made a deal and we have a camp now. So how wonderful
Yeah,
is that?
and it works out really well because 2 or 3 times a year he does basketball camps. He also does soccer camps. And we got a big field out back where they go and they practice at. Also on that big field, there's a huge hill on the side of it. We have what we think is one of the largest slip and slides in the U.S. It's over 300 feet long. It goes down over. It's quite a bit long slip and slide.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Now you guys do quite a bit.
Winston has so much fun on it.
Oh, Winston likes getting on the slip and slide, huh?
He doesn't get on the slip. I always joke around with people. I always joke around with people. We go over there by, okay, hold on, it's Winston's turn.
Okay, Winston's turn. He's coming. Listen, I think going up the hill is a little bit of a challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the walk back that would be the hardest.
Well, if you wonder what you stumbled onto this evening, this is a Friday evening fireside chat here on your New Thought Media Network. I am the Right Reverend Michael Mangus, and I am interviewing this evening my former producer, who I hope will help out during the winter and the spring months until he has to go back on 24-hour duty at Camp Cedar.
It is almost 24-hour duty.
Yeah. So
our viewership
Reyes.
has increased.
Go ahead.
It's exciting. I said our viewership has increased. I'm so excited.
Yeah. No, it's I had 7 people the other evening for prayer. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. We have one of the more popular
and guys,
shows
if you're
now.
back there, you want to say something, feel free to make a comment. We can put it up on the screen just like we do here with Wayne's comment by the light of the silvery moon.
Right.
Hey, I haven't talked to you since the eclipse. Did you get a chance to no, you wouldn't.
It was cloudy here. It was very cloudy. So we didn't get a chance.
Yeah, it was cloudy
much.
too. It was partial here that day in Oregon as well.
So you live on the property then, correct?
Correct.
So you live,
I
you
live
and
right.
Mercedes, go ahead.
They're in a little cabin right behind the dining hall and kitchen.
Well, isn't that great? You know, just get up in the morning and walk a few steps, and there you are.
It has its advantages and disadvantages. Like I said, Winston is losing weight because, well, his diet, and he's getting out for a lot more exercise. Me, on the other hand, working in the kitchen and being able to go back to get whatever leftover desserts there are at any time of the night that I want, I think I'm getting a little softer around the midsection myself.
Oh, we have a very special person watching this evening. Yes, Dr. Tracy Brown. Hello there. Mangus
Dr.
and Reyes
Tracy,
back
so
together
good.
again. The dynamic duo. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So good to see her. Tracy was one of the big reasons why I'm here where I am. I used Dr. Tracy as a reference, and the camp director saw Tracy Brown on as a reference. Oh, well, this guy's got to be good. I know important people.
Well, that's wonderful, Diego. I mean, just
So thank you, Dr. Tracy. I'm loving my new life here at Camp Cedar Ridge.
yeah. So, well, how wonderful! You know how wonderful we're able to serve youth and families. Now, coming up next year, you have a special family camp. Tell us about that.
Next year, a special family camp. We have so many camps, keeping them all straight.
The first week in July.
Oh, our New Thought family camp during 4th of July weekend. Yeah, I just posted that on my Facebook wall the other day because I'm just learning about it as well. But it looks like over the 4th of July weekend, we're going to have families from Agape, various CSLs, Unity churches are going to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So
we'll do all sorts of camp stuff things here. We got the big meditation labyrinth that they built here last year. Or actually earlier this year.
Mm-hmm. How wonderful.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So my friends who went up there for the ministerial retreat, they said it was the accommodations were rustic. They said they were nice, but they were rustic. Which
means you're out here in the woods.
So does that mean that they have outhouses?
No, we actually have indoor plumbing. We feel like we're pretty fancy there.
Wow, indoor plumbing.
They have it. They have a shower house and a bath. They have a pool here, so you know.
Oh, here you go. We miss you here in Colorado. Here, now
I love it.
I don't know is that Reverend Briz watching?
New Thought Media Network. That could be any of us.
That could be anybody. Yeah.
I have a feeling that's a Rev Briz. Briz comment right there.
Yeah. Here's Tracy, New Thought Family Camp, brand new and such an amazing opportunity. Yes. To go.
Oh yeah, this is great. I'm looking forward to more functions and gatherings here with Centers for Spiritual Living, all sorts of spiritual people. Jamie Lula, who I know from Agape, is coming out for a New Thought musicians workshop out here. I believe that's in February. I could be wrong about the dates. But you can always find out by looking up the website at campcedarridgeor.org. That's campcedarridgeor.org. That's correct.
You can even make a banner. Do you remember how to make a banner?
I do. Oh, here. Yeah, I'll do that right now.
You can make a banner for it. We're talking this evening. The Friday evening Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network. And we're talking with my former producer, and hopefully he'll be back more this winter and spring, Diego Reyes, who is, now what is your camp name up there?
They call me the Monk.
The Monk.
The Monk.
Well, you are. Are you now? Do you give out sage advice?
I'm the new Earth monk.
What you're the what do you say? You're a licensed by none.
Oh yeah, I said I'm a practitioner of one, yet licensed by none.
It's a lot of
all these other places, they have the diplomas and all these credentials and all this stuff. They're striving for people to be like me. So
they are.
I try to help them out.
Oh, you do? Well, yeah, So
I'm teasing.
So tell us about, you guys do a lot of weddings up there. Tell us about that.
The weddings have really been picking up this year too, and that's one of the things that Mercedes, my wife, has really been involved with, is really helping pick their wedding business up. And the head director was just telling me a week or two ago that next year, I think she's got 1, maybe 2 weekends available all year long. Every weekend they got new weddings here. That's a lot of fun, and I've got to recently go back into one of my, before I got into video and being a producer and editor, I was a DJ most of the time. So a lot of groups come here, have a little dance or a gathering. I've been able to dust off my DJ equipment and play around on the turntables again. I'm having a good time with that.
On the stacks of wax on the wheels of steel.
So that's it.
So, well, that's wonderful. I know around here in Ohio, to find a place that is not only nice, but also, barns around here in Ohio go for like $12,000-$14,000 for a night. So I don't think you guys charge as much as that. So you guys also, you do the actual wedding. You have like a wedding area, and then
we have a wedding venue, and then we have a reception barn. Sometimes they have their catering through us. A lot of wedding groups actually have their catering from some or catered outside catering, bring their stuff in for the food. I'm trying to pull off this banner that I've put up here, the Camp Cedar Ridge website. There we go. But yeah, the weddings, a lot of times they'll come in on a Friday evening, get everything all set up, the wedding and everything, all the guests come in on a Saturday. The wedding party usually spends the night that Saturday night, have a big brunch on Sunday morning. So if they have a great time, good wedding events that last the whole weekend out here.
Now, do you do any of the cooking for that? Like, for example, like the
occasionally, but like I said, the brunch is usually always. Well, it's Sunday mornings. I'm usually off because when I first started here, I was always on Sunday mornings producing for some CSL services somewhere in the country,
right?
The News on Media Network. So they pretty much know that I'm a busy guy on Sundays, and they always scheduled me off. But I always try to come in and help when I'm free. Yes,
Reverend Paul Ski is our Sunday morning guy. So he's been. He just got licensed by CSL, so he is one of our.
Paul did.
Paul is one of our.
Great for him.
Paul is one of our staff ministers here. So it's myself, Paul, and the Reverend Briz. So we're all the three reverends. Well, I don't think that it's hard to get an officiant up at Camp Cedar Ridge, since you have all those ministers around there. Do you guys provide officiant?
Well, we haven't had needed to yet, but it's always an option. I do believe that is an option. We leave for them, but yeah, I think they're still just trying to get their feel into the wedding game and how they want to offer weddings and the packages and whatnot.
Yeah, I
think
still
growing a little bit. It's evolving.
Well, no, it's again around in Ohio. That's a good business to get into because again, a lot of the weddings are not being held in churches anymore. They're being held at other venues, and so to get in that business, provides a wonderful rental income for the group, and also really helps out the brides too. So how do you
And
get
I
to
think
Go
it's
ahead.
really enjoyed, I think, by everybody in this community and all the way over to the Portland area. We're only about 45 minutes outside of Portland. So we'll get a lot of the big city people that all the venues they're looking at in Portland are always very pricey, and they get a good bargain, maybe get inexpensive options here.
Well,
I don't
again,
want to
if
say
you
cheap. It's definitely
no,
not cheap.
no. So okay, so if I was to travel up there, of which you've already invited me,
Oh, of course. We
Dr.
got a
Tracy
cabin for
Brown,
you.
they'll find a pup tent for me somewhere.
There you go.
How do I get there?
From Portland, you travel northwest pretty much. If you know the Oregon area, well, like I was telling you before we started the show, if you're looking at the state of Oregon, there's a little notch up in the top left-hand corner, the northwest corner. It's a little notch in the state. We're pretty much smack dab in that little notch. So from Portland, we're about halfway up to Astoria, which is all the way up in the northwest corner of the state. And we're pretty much right in the center of that. Astoria is where they filmed a lot of the scenes from Goonies. If you remember that movie in the 80s, Goonies, that was
Yeah.
filmed in a lot of it in Astoria.
Okay.
And
So
I didn't realize it, but here in this area, Vernonia, where Camp Cedar Ridge is, they filmed several scenes from Twilight, that show Twilight.
how cool is that?
Yeah, we get a lot of Twilight fans that come around here. So, oh, I recognize this from the show.
All right. Well, how wonderful. So to get there, I would fly into Portland, correct?
Portland, yeah. Then you go up State Highway 26, verges over to 47. 47 will take you right into Vernonia.
So do people come up for retreats, for personal retreats also?
Oh, yeah. A lot of personal retreats. I wouldn't say a lot of personal retreats, but small groups. Like right now, we've got a group coming in this evening. We just had this afternoon, all the students leave from outdoor school. They left for the weekend. And now we've got a big choir group coming in here. It's been staying here for the evening. And I believe we even have a different group coming in tomorrow night.
Well, how fun is that? Well,
Yeah.
good. Well, my friend, you're looking good. I mean, great. So put that banner up again if people want more information about Camp Cedar Ridge.
Oh, they come find out what we got going on over here?
Yeah,
There you
go
go.
Camp Cedar Ridge,
CampCedarRidgeOR.org.
Yeah, or.org, Camp Cedar Ridge, and you'll find out all the wonderful things. Dr. Casey Wilson is doing a wonderful job up there. Go ahead.
Yeah, she is. They had to put the OR at the end of the web address because this is not the only camp with a name, Cedar Ridge. There's numerous Camp Cedar Ridges throughout the country, but we're the ones in Oregon.
Okay, so you went ahead and put that at the end. But no, I hear nothing but good stuff coming from there again. Dr. Casey is doing a really wonderful job up there with, again, loading that place up with activities and, again, making it financially viable for everyone. So you guys are really doing good. You're doing the Lord's work up there. Amen. Good.
Well, thank you, Pastor. It's always nice to see you guys. It's so good that we can actually connect again. It's been a while. I've been so busy here throughout the summer that I haven't really had a chance to. Our schedules just keep on missing each other. If I happen to have a Friday free, you're doing a rerun, a repeat. You're off doing something with Rev Brent somewhere, and our schedules just haven't really coincided until tonight. It's so nice to be here.
I think it's going to get busier next year. Something already tells me that I better save up my.
For you and me both, I think.
No, it's just, again, this is the year of, I have never have flown as much as I have this year. But we have done, we did 3 conferences this year. Really, we did 2 conferences. We did the streaming service for them. And then the one we went ahead and we produced a documentary of New Thought's involvement in the Parliament of World Religions. So that will be coming out about Thanksgiving, early part of December. The Reverend Reyes is working on it. And it's so we're getting the word out there. And I'm just so proud of you and Mercedes and also Winston, the Wonder Pig, going up there.
I'll be sure and give him a lot of love from you.
Well, no, give him he deserves a pumpkin tonight.
This is a good time of year for it because everybody's getting rid of their pumpkins.
Yeah, so
everybody's getting rid of their jack-o'-lanterns. He loves this time of year. Right after Halloween is his favorite time of year.
Guess what?
What?
It's time to go.
Can you believe it? Where's the time go? I was worried that we were going to be able to fill that much time, and it just flew right by.
Oh well, no. You get two former DJs talking, and you get
Pastor, it's been so wonderful to touch base with you and get to find out what's happening in your world and share a little bit what's going on at the camp. And we'll have to do this again.
Yeah, put that banner back up again for the camp, please. That's
Camp
Cedar Ridge OR.org. Camp Cedar Ridge OR.org. See all the wonderful things that are going on there. And if you have the opportunity to send your youth through your local CSL to camp this summer, do it. Just do it. Find the money.
Yeah, it's good. They have a great time there.
It's a great time. It's a life-changing experience for the kids. So send them to camp this summer. All right, Diego, again, thank you so very much. And we will see you soon, hopefully.
Namaste.
Namaste. All right, so we're done for tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. Again, please feel free to support us here by financially giving a gift at ntmedia.org/donate. It's amazing the places that we're going, the people that we are reaching. Again, we have the whole world again who's now exposed to what was called the best kept secret. Well, not anymore, not especially with us here on the New Thought Media Network. So again, if you go to ntmedia.org, partner with us. Help us get this word out to the masses. All right. On behalf of myself.
Find one of these 5 hoodies for yourself.
Yes. Get some merch. on behalf of,
get some merch.
On behalf of myself and Diego Reyes, this is Reverend Michael Mangus. I'm going to wish you a very pleasant good night and also have a great week.
Thanks for joining us this evening for Friday's Fireside Chat with Pastor Michael Mangus. Join us again next week at 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain for more spiritual conversations for today. For more information and replays of past shows, please visit the New Thought Radio and Media Network's Facebook page. Until next week, may God bless you richly and abundantly.